Hello everybody, today we're going to be talking about motion and forces. The lesson is about forces. The lesson is forces, subject science, grade 6. Lesson 1. Define force. Define Newton's first law of examples. Define Newton's second law of examples. Explain the difference between balanced and unbalanced forces. So that is what we're going to be talking about today, and these are the objectives. Warm up. You have probably heard the word force used in conversation. People say, "Don't force the issue," or "Our team is a force to be reckoned with." Scientists also use the word force. What exactly is a force? Is a force as it is used in science. Okay, whatever this word is, write a caption for this photo. Now I'm going to give you a moment to talk about what you think it is. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, well, I think that this is a leg kicking a football, and the force is going on that football. Force is any push or pull. Forces cause objects to change speed or direction. Force is calculated with Newton or N. Presentation. Forces exist only when there is an object for them to act on. However, forces do not always cause an object to move. When you sit in a chair, the chair does not move. Your downward force on the chair is balanced by the upward force from the floor. That means it's giving you an example. If somebody is sitting on a chair, the downward he is not flying, and the chair does not move. That's because there is a downward force on the chair, and it is balanced by the upward force from the floor. Number 6. This is question 6. What happened to all the other questions? Okay. 6. Identify. Draw arrows representing the pushing forces in the image at left, and the pulling forces on the images at the right. Now, on the left side, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to think. What do you think? Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, now if you said this was a force going to the right, then you were correct. And if you said this was on both sides, you are also correct. A force can act directly on an object. Contact force is the force that is going down, I think. A force can act on an object from a distance. The non-contact force. Non-contact forces. Magnetic force, gravitational force, or electrostatic force. Now it's showing you many great examples. Like a gravitational force, because it is going down. It shows an apple going down, which is gravity, and this, which is I forgot its name, but you see somebody holding a balloon with the tiny papers getting attached to it, and this is magnetic force. We have some paper clips with had some metal inside of it, which can go to a magnet. Not all metals can go to a magnet. Alright. Contact forces, friction force, and tension force. This is when nobody is doing nothing. This is when everything is going up or going down or moving. This one is when not when you're giving force but it's doing absolutely nothing. These people have the same strength. They're pushing a little tiny strength, a little tiny rope, and it is doing nothing. While here he's pushing what seems to be a very heavy wall or a very heavy box that he's pushing, and it's doing absolutely nothing. This is friction force, this is tension force. Now, a student enters and says, "What is force?" Student 2, "What are the two types of forces?" Another student comes in and give an example on each type. Now, today we're going to talk about each and single one of them. Lesson 2. Warm up. Now that was lesson 1.